Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstools.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and quick overview of the Nokia X dual SIM device. Nokia X dual SIM device is an Android phone from Nokia, and this is the first Android phone from Nokia. However, this Android phone is not like the Android phone which you might have seen earlier. This is running on custom version of Android which is based on Android open source platform, and it is Jelly Bean 4.1.2, which is the exact platform which they have used, and it is also running Android 4.1.2. So again, this Android, when it comes to the overall UI, is kind of different because it has this kind of a UI in which you have icon in the form of tiles, which you can increase and decrease the size of these icons as well. And then you have fast lane as well, which is inherited from Nokia Asha phones. So again, the kind of UI which we see on Nokia X is inherited in terms of the design from Lumia series phones and from Nokia Asha series phone, and it is a combination of both of them in terms of the look and feel. However, in terms of the functioning and the options, it is like Android as you might have seen on any other Android phone. This is how the package looks like. This package is pretty slim, pretty small, and again the MRP which is mentioned on the box, if we take a look, the MRP is mentioned 9499. However, this phone is already available for a price of 8,000 rupees, approximately 8 to 8,500 rupees in the market, at which you can actually buy it. And let's open the package and see what we have in the package apart from the device and other things. So once we open the package, the first thing which we get in this box is the Nokia X. And again, this is an unboxing which I am doing for you. I have already unboxed the device and I have been using this device for more than 2 days now. This is how it looks like in terms of the overall build quality and the finishing. We will take a look over the device later on. Let's take a look what we have in the package. So apart from the device, inside the package we get a charger with the cable which can be connected to the phone, and again this is only the charging cable, not the data cable. The data cable seems not to be there inside the package, but this is how the charger looks like, with which you will be able to charge the Nokia X. And then you get these regular standard earphones which used to come with Asha phones. Now they are coming up with the X series phone, the Nokia X series phone, which is the Nokia X which we have as of now. These are standard earphones, plastic. In terms of the build quality, quite nice in terms of finishing. You also have a module to pick the calls, and this is how the audio lead look like. And then we have a user manual which comes within the package for the Nokia X dual SIM, which tells you about the basic features of the phone. Again, this is a very simple and sleek packaging. They have not included the data cable within the package, so in case you want to transfer the data from the Nokia X to your PC, you will have to buy the data cable on your own, because the data cable does not come within the package, so you will have to buy it in case you need it. The cable which is there on the charger which we showed you can only be used for charging, not for data. So this is how the device looks like. As you can see, if we take a look over the device resembles the same Nokia Asha 501, which was one of the most popular Asha series phone from Nokia in terms of build quality. This one has got matte finishing. Back camera is 3 megapixel without flash. It is fixed focus camera. We have a loudspeaker over here. At the bottom we have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging. On this side we have the same kind of design as far as volume buttons and power and sleep key is concerned, as we have seen on the Asha series phone. We have the power and sleep key and the volume rocker on Nokia X. On the top you have the 3.5mm audio jack. On this side you have nothing, no port. And as far as the back finishing on the back cover is concerned, it is matte finish with Nokia branding over here. And again, the loudspeaker on this phone is also pretty loud, but not too loud, I would say. And the sound will get blocked when you place this device like this on a table, because it is actually at the back side. But again, if we remove the back cover and show you the phone from the back side, I can show you the slot for the SIM card and the micro SD card. Micro SD card does not come within the package of this phone, so you will have to buy that as well on your own. And this phone is being retailing for a price of 8,000 rupees, approximately 8 to 9,000 rupees. Still, the micro SD memory card and the data cable are not within the package. You will have to buy it. Again, as per our opinion as of now, I would like to say that this phone is little bit highly priced, as compared to the Asha series phone or any other phone which we have seen from Nokia. This is little bit overpriced. They could have easily bundled micro SD memory card at least within the package, if not the data cable. Now we have the micro SD card slot to expand the storage of the device. With the micro SD card, you have two SIM card slot which will accept a micro SIM, not a normal size SIM card. Both of them will accept a micro SIM. And here you have the battery. The battery on the device is 1500 mAh, which is pretty good for a device of this size and the display of this size as well as, and the resolution of the device is also not that high. It is 418 to 800, and again 1500 mAh battery for this much of display size and this kind of a resolution is pretty okay. And this is something which I can say initially, but again I will give more details once I do the full review of this device. Now talking about the Nokia X, in terms of the overall form factor, this device is definitely a kind of a handy phone. Even when it has a 4-inch of display size, the kind of build quality it has, the kind of matte finishing back cover it has, it is easily good to hold in one hand and it gives you a very nice grip as well. The display is around 4-inch diagonal and it has a 418 to 800 resolution. The resolution or the pixel density is 233 pixels per inch, and again even if you take a closer look, you won't notice much pixelation on this device unless you are reading a large amount of text on this display. The display is pretty good. It is an IPS LCD display. The viewing angles of the display are also pretty good. You can see the display from extreme angles. However, at certain angles you will see some kind of color fading, but again that is not much to make a lot of difference. When it comes to internal storage, you have 4 GB of internal storage and 512 MB of RAM. And again when it comes to the storage is limited with 4 GB and the RAM is definitely much more limited at 512 MB. Again Nokia X has 512 MB of RAM, whereas the Nokia X Plus, which is going to come very soon to India, that one will have 768 MB of RAM. They could have easily given 1 GB of RAM, which could have made this phone much faster and much easy to use in day-to-day usage. As of now, with this limited amount of RAM, when you run applications in the background, there are large number of applications, or maybe you can say 7 to 8 applications running in the background, you will notice good amount of lag within the UI of this phone. And again the UI of this phone is kind of confusing, not very smooth, but again this is a different kind of UI. This is how the home screen look like. We have all the application icons. You can customize these icons in terms of the size as well. You do have FM radio as well. You can customize these application icons from here. You can also go to the fast lane. So this is the fast lane which we have on this device, which you might have not seen on any other Android phone. This phone has it, and this phone will give you a track of all those things, all those applications which you have opened. It will keep a history of everything which you have done on the phone. So this is how the fast lane look like. This fast lane is inherited from the Asha series phone, whereas this kind of UI, the kind of icons and the kind of options which we see in the customization is inherited from the Lumia phones. So in terms of the UI design, this phone is a combination of Nokia Lumia phones and the Nokia Asha phones. Now you do have options of installing applications from third-party app stores, because this device is actually running on custom version of Android which does not support Google API. That means you do not have Google applications like Google Gmail application, Google Play Store is not there. You also do not have Google Maps. So in case you want to use these applications, you cannot. But again, you can always have a replacement application which will work on the Nokia APIs, including the hair maps you have for mapping. You have Outlook for email, which will also support Gmail as well. So you can configure your email account with the help of the default email application over here. You can configure a Google account as well, so you can use a Google account. You have Nokia Store over here, which is actually dedicated to provide you all the Android application which will work on this phone. You have all these applications like Fruit Ninja, Jetpack Joyride. Most of the popular applications are here, but again, in case you do not find any application which is over here, for example Instagram, for example some launchers like Apex launcher and other launchers which you have on Android, you can actually search them over here For example, if we search for Instagram over here and this application is not available on this Nokia store, it will give you the option of installing this application from third-party app store, which is going to be One Mobile Market, Aptoid, and another app store. You just need to tap over here. First of all, it will download the app store application for you. Once you have downloaded, you can actually open that application and then search for Instagram over here, for example, and then you will be able to install the official application of Instagram for this device from these third-party app store, for example, as you can see. So this is how you can actually fulfill the needs when it comes to any kind of application you need. Apart from Google application, you can again run Google email on this device. You can configure that with the help of the email application we have already configured. I have already configured my Google account, as you can see, and these are all the emails which are there from my Google account. So this is how you can actually configure your one as well. There is no special configuration guide that is required. But apart from this, if we take a look over the UI, this is how the UI look like. Let me just go into settings and show you some of the things which are going to be relevant. So when it comes to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth is supported. You do have data counter as well on this device, which will again help you to counter the data, how much data you have used. You do have different kind of sound and vibration settings over here. Again, just like any other Android phone, you can disable vibrate on touch as well in case you don't like it, because that will be default enabled. When it comes to the storage scenario, the storage on this device is 4 GB, and out of which around 1.29 GB and 1.71 GB total of these two will be available to the user for installing applications, storing picture, videos, and other data. You do have support for micro SD memory card, but again we cannot confirm as of now whether you can install applications on the micro SD card. But again, you can move application from the micro SD memory card to the phone, from the phone memory to the micro SD memory card, and we will just confirm that with the help of other application which we have installed. You have notifications which you can configure. These notifications for the fast lane notification. Here you have fast lane notification. You can manage notifications, you can manage the history. So once you go under manage history, you can choose which apps should be there in fast lane when it comes to the history. So if you unselect any specific application, fast lane will not show the history for those applications, irrespective whether you are doing something in those applications, whether you have launched that or not. It will not show any kind of history from those applications. It will also, you can also manage notifications in case you have any messages which is there in any of these applications which you have. If you uncheck them, you will not see notifications from the fast lane for those applications. So this is how you can customize fast lane on Nokia X. When we take a look over location settings, you do have support for GPS navigation. You just need to enable this option and enable these two options as well, and with the help of assisted GPS you can actually use GPS navigation on this device without any issues. When it comes to language and input, one thing which I really like about the language and input, that you have different languages supported. English is supported, French, Hindi is also supported. So you do have different kind of languages supported. You do have some gestures as well supported, and I will just show you how is that actually possible. You do have continuous input supported on this device. Apart from this, you have BBM, which is pre-configured. You can also add accounts which will include a corporate account, email account, Facebook, OneDrive account, Outlook, Skype, WeChat, and WhatsApp as well. And all these applications are definitely supported. Now let me just talk about the keyboard as of now. So this is how the messaging application look like. Again, all the kind of application which we see as far as phone dialer or messaging application is concerned, you have the same kind of UI which you might have seen on the Asha series phone. Now over here under messaging application on the keyboard, you do have continuous input supported, because this kind of a keyboard which we have seen on the Nokia Asha series phones as well is very small in terms of the key size. So with thick fingers you will have some problem while typing. But again, when it comes to continuous input it's supported, and it will also give you these suggestions on the go whenever you are using the continuous input on this device. So definitely typing is not going to be an issue, and again you can also replace the keyboard as well. Taking a look over the phone dialer, if we see, this is how the phone dialer look like. The phone dialer does not have the option of making a video call, and this is again inherited from Nokia Asha series phone in terms of the overall design. As far as camera is concerned, let me just take a photo as of now. Again, we are taking this photo in an indoor room with some artificial light. So let's see how does the photo come out. And you can take photos on this device with the help of a fixed focus camera at the back. There is no front camera on the device. and let me just take this photo for you. So you have to make sure that you hold the camera at the right distance in order to have a clear photo. And again, don't expect good amount of details within this photo from the camera which we have on this device. Again, the camera is not very good in terms of the overall performance. Even in daylight it will give you good shots, but again clarity will be missing because the camera is not that great. And this is how the video settings looks like. As you can see, you do have support for noise reduction to an extent. Face detection is something I would like to recommend you. In case you're capturing photos of your friend, enable the face detection so that it increases the overall focus point, and the kind of photos you get with the face detection is going to be much better than the normal settings in case you are capturing photos of individuals. So now we do have the option of changing the save location picture size. By default is this, as you can see, and again it is not that great. And once we go under camera settings again, we can control over the contrast, sharpness, automatic exposure, and again all these settings are not going to affect a lot even when you try to shuffle these settings, because the camera is not that great, so you will not definitely have a very good quality. When it comes to the video will be recorded at 480p. You cannot record high definition video from this device as far as camera is concerned. Taking a look over the settings again, if we take a look over the display scenario, when it comes to the brightness, you do have support for automatic brightness as well. That means you have ambient light sensor on this device, which is definitely a good thing. You can enable the ground screen as well, which shows you the time and date basically of the device even when the device is in the sleep mode. So this is how it will show the time whenever the device is in the sleep mode, and this is definitely going to help you, and it will not take up much of the battery on the device. Apart from this, if we take a look over the wallpaper can be changed for the lock screen. You can actually select different kind of wallpapers for this device. You can also have live wallpapers in case you install custom launchers. You can have live wallpapers as well. Apart from this, if we take a look, you do have the option of backup in settings that you can do. And when we take a look over the security, this is something crucial because this device allows you to install application with the help of Astro File Manager in case you have an APK file for the same. Astro File Manager comes pre-installed on this device. I can show you that one. So the Astro File Manager is over here at the bottom. It comes pre-installed. You can actually sideload application as an APK file on your SD card. You can insert that SD card into this device with the help of Astro File Manager. You just go to the folder, tap on the APK file, and you can install applications directly from the SD card. And similarly, you can actually transfer application with the help of Bluetooth, and you can actually transfer from the phone memory to the basically from the SD card or from the phone memory as well. You do have the option of moving applications from the phone memory to the SD card. For this, you just need to install apps to SD. This you can install from One Mobile Market again, and once you have installed apps to SD and you have the SD card into this device, you can actually move applications which will be listed over here, all the movable application. So you can move the application which are heavy in terms of the overall load, and you can move them from the phone memory to the SD card, which is again possible with the help of this application. Taking a look over the UI again, this is how the UI look like. Once you tap and hold, it will give you the option of deleting that icon, or it is actually not deleting the icon, but you can uninstall this application directly from here. So this is the most simple way of uninstalling application from this device. On the home screen itself, you have all the icons, and once you tap on any icon, tap and hold, it will basically give you the option of deleting or uninstalling that application altogether by just a single tap. You can increase and decrease the size of it. In case you want to have custom widgets, you can actually increase the size, and in case you want to have custom widgets, you just need to tap over here, and here you will see all the custom widgets which will be there from different applications. Once you select any of the widget, you tap it and it will appear on the home screen. So it will appear like this. Now this is a camera widget for location checking and making a Facebook update. So this is how you can actually have widgets as well apart from the icons directly on the home screen. Again, this home screen is going to be vertical home screen, so you cannot actually have it in the horizontal way. Once you go down, once you move either in the left side or to the right side, you will see fast lane. This is the fast lane which we have, which will show the application which you have opened on this device. So the overall UI on this device is definitely different in terms of transition, in terms of the overall effects, but you can actually revert back to the custom Android UI as well with the help of third-party launchers like Apex Launcher, Nova Launcher. These ones also you can actually install from One Mobile Market, and once you have Apex Launcher, you can actually tap over here and you can have this kind of a UI which you might have seen earlier on other Android phones. So this is the kind of UI with which you might be familiar. You have app drawer, you have home screen which you can actually customize, and this is how you can actually revert to a simple UI and not using this custom UI which come from Android. Similarly, you can do it with Nova Launcher. One more thing I would like to tell you is that in case you don't want to see any specific application, or you would like to delete any specific application from the history under Fastlane, you just need to tap and hold on any of the application. It will give you all these cross. And in case you don't want to see One Mobile Market over here, you can tap on the cross, which is especially for the One Mobile Market, and you can remove that. Once you go into settings, you can customize the history as we showed you earlier for Fastlane, in case you don't want to see any specific application under Fastlane. Apart from this, this is how the UI look like. The UI has all the application from Google. You do have these application like Clean Master, which I have installed, and with the help of this widget I can actually clean the amount of RAM. We have done certain videos on this device which actually tells you how you can actually remove junk files and give a memory boost to this device, which is having a limited 500 MB of RAM, which is definitely not sufficient, and the device is working pretty nicely, but it is not that fast in terms of the overall performance. So you can actually optimize that performance with the help of third-party applications like Clean Master. We have also done a video on another application which is called Quickly Recent Apps. Quickly Recent Apps can also be installed from One Mobile Market, and once you have it installed, it will bring up the multitasking UI on this device. So multitasking UI will also come, and in order to access that, you just need to tap and hold over the status bar on the top, and this is how you will see all the applications which are running in the background. It will allow you to kill these applications like this, just like you do on other Android phone. This is the multitasking UI which will come. You also have Task Killer, which is another application from One Mobile Market, which allows you to kill all the application at once, or you can select application which you would like to kill and tap on kill selected. This is how you can actually make your Nokia X much faster in terms of the overall day-to-day usage. So these are all the things which we wanted to specify, especially when it comes to this video, and we are coming up with more videos on this device. The overall feedback I would like to have for this device is that this device is pretty good, but not that great, especially at this price point. I would like to say, in case you want to buy the Nokia Android phones, wait for Nokia X Plus or Nokia XL. This one is good, but again, the kind of hardware it has, it is not that great in terms of the overall performance, and once you load up with different application, it will get slower and slower. But there are ways which we have just specified, like Task Killer, Quickly Recent Apps, with the help of which you can actually make this device faster, use this on the day-to-day usage, and still you will not feel much of a problem while using this device as far as hardware is concerned. So do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.